Genuine question. Is the
penis.
bot actually playing anything?
Not at the current moment.
Okay, I got very confused for a second because I looked down, I saw it, and I was like, is something supposed to be coming out?
Also, before I completely forget, where is...
Bongo.
My voice is fine at the current moment, yeah?
Yeah?
Okay. Like, no voice mod is currently going off.
Okay.
Is there supposed to be one?
Nobody
yet.
tell him.
Yeah.
Wait. I shall simply nod my head and say no.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Was this supposed to be voice?
You have to make us fail 3 death saves first.
Not with power word kill.
You got a point.
True fact.
Or God Hand.
Where is
Also
it?
good point.
Where is it?
God Hand can tear up any character sheet.
But,
Why would you tear up the character sheet with a PlayStation 2 game?
just for a quick second.
I've never heard of that game. Dang it! You stole my glory. I was trying to keep you off, I was trying to put you off edge by not doing it right away.
Also, instead of seeing Trope Talk, I saw this video from Twerp. It completely just consumed my afternoon more than it really should have.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill. Alright. Hello, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Salutations.
Would anybody be interested in doing a recap of what happened?
We went over our activities of what we wanted to do during our downtime. We
recap the recap.
Yeah. We all learned that our brains are all empty.
This is true.
Tap got knocked on his butt.
True.
The audience will apologize as we are currently losing our shit in our server over the quotes, "Love is stored in the duck and hot in my face." The amount of context that we can provide is minimal.
Is zero. Tap went for some training, but ended up being a nerd, and Foxglove and someone, I can't remember the other guy, and Jin were the bullies who shoved Tap in a locker.
Give us your lunch money, nerd.
Yeah.
Syl also did some things behind the scenes.
To reiterate, 2 things. You guys met the commander, and he gave you guys a couple of quests you guys could do. Isar made you guys aware that there is a quest the Hags, the Sisters 3, would like you guys to do. And... I'm missing something. I just had it. Oh, no.
An island excursion?
Yes. 2 other dungeon clears and a book that was handed to you guys by Isar that were from the Hags. Oh, that was it. Vera is making this request of every character, whoever has any pieces of the orrery and the orrery itself, that it is to be housed in orchestra so that she could work on it further.
It's also how we fly our big boat.
Yes, the airship that you guys now officially have.
Ta-da!
Would that be okay with Syl? They are more than okay with you working on it at any given time that you have a free time to do so.
Oh, I have plans for that.
It's just they're going to try to take every single waking minute that they have to integrate it into orchestra to turn it into a planar engine.
That way we can meet Foxhole's parents for the second time.
That's not how this works.
Isn't it, though?
No, I mean, you could...
I think you should believe better.
You could theoretically find my dad, but my mom's not or at least shouldn't be there at the moment. That's how she found me here.
I mean, yeah, she's
I
currently.
think you should believe harder.
I mean, yeah, she's currently at the tsunami. She's running the tsunami.
We have an airship. It doesn't need to necessarily go interplanar.
Yeah, you guys could literally skip like 2 days of travel with the airship as it is.
Oh, you can make it Super Saiyan airship.
No, this must be the most interesting evolution of travel. First there's roads, then there's ships, then there's carts, then there's wagons, then there's roundabouts, then there's traffic circles, and then instantaneous.
Intergalactic.
Go faster! Aside from that, you guys had a little bit of... Oh! I love that.
Oh. Where's the
Well,
pin?
I think we know what image is going in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's beautiful.
So,
Love is stored in the goose.
love is stored in the goose. So, after this is going to be taking place the day after the little dinner you guys had. The commander has left. Isar is off the airship. Luna has went back home. The majority of your staff are actually on orchestra at the current moment while the manor is being worked on. The only people who are not on the ship are Malik and Switch, as they would rather continue doing their general store kind of business still in Orbark. But most of everybody else is there. Ingot, Cole, any new hires, Minnie, Meepo, and Hazel, Vima as well. So most of them are on the ship. They're more or less just trying to preoccupy their time, considering the bathhouse is gone. But there's... I'm actually going to ask, who's getting up first?
Not me.
I actually have something I want to do early in the morning, if it's possible.
Oh boy, here we go.
Ooh.
I do my reps, I do my sit-ups, I probably climb down from the airship and run around the building a few times to get in some steps, come back on, and then I go and find Tap's room, or wherever Tap is staying at the moment.
You guys have been housed in the airship. For the time being, you guys have like pieces of paper with your guys' name on it on some doors. So you find his in one of the crew quarters.
Knock.
Instantly concerned.
I just want to say, like, when you say that Foxholes is running, I like to imagine like a child, like Naruto running around the airship. And there's no way you can convince me otherwise.
I would like to add.
You may do so at your own peril.
Yeah, I would like to add what what Foxlove sees as they're running around the manor. They do see the wagon that the Sisters 3 usually resides in. Start walking up the hill, or the wagon itself is being rolled up by a mount up the hill to the manor. But continue with your scene.
Knock.
Hello?
Hey, you got a minute?
Yeah, come on in. I'll go up and open the door.
Squeak.
Squeak.
Hey, can I talk to you for just like a quick minute or two?
Of course. What can I do for you?
I can just kind of lean in the entryway for a bit. I wanted to partially apologize for some of the training of yesterday. I wanted to wait until everybody was, stopped breathing down my neck, acting as if I was the problem, before I said anything. I did a bit of self-reflecting last night, and I'm sorry for kind of coming at you. I kind of took stock in inventory of the last couple of things we've done. And if you count the labs, the ship that goes to different places, and everything else, we've kind of been around a lot of creatures who have kind of wanted to tear us apart recently. And I think I didn't stop and think about the fact that we've been doing that for a while, and I think I was still in like hiding life for death mode. So if I kind of came at you a little bit fiercely yesterday, I'm gonna try not to moving forward in training. Just a God, I suck at this. I'm just wanting to let you know that I did some thinking and wanted to be sorry, I guess.
Okay, you're forgiven. I appreciate the help. And Tap just gives Foxgloves a hug very quickly.
Yep.
Aw.
So, how's your clothing stuff going? I guess since we're here.
Oh,
As I just try to unratchet myself from the hug.
Oh yeah,
It was a quick hug.
Just hugs quickly and let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's going. Gotten a couple things. Nothing super interesting recently. I've been mostly focusing on the Nyx RAM. But have I not told you about this? There's a ram that has really nice fleece, and there's this jerk who also wants it, and I want to get to it before him. Them. Apologies. Trying to be better about my language.
I mean, that's fair.
They're not very nice. I have entered into sartorial combat with them.
Alrighty. That makes a bit more sense. Before I say anything, turn. DM, do I genuinely know this fleece thing? I remember it from the recap, but I don't know if Gloves had any involvement with this.
Roll. If you wish to know about it, I would say roll an Arcana.
Artuna.
It is generally a creature that... It is a beast. It is not a monster.
Arcana. Already.
It's the questing ram.
Yeah.
Artuna. Already.
I am looking.
Straight down the middle. 10.
Not really familiar with it, but it sounds familiar to some tall tales you've heard about these magical, this magical livestock that could be found in a tsunami.
If you're talking about that tsunami folk bit, Kingdom of Coal, that's not my forte of knowledge or expertise, so enlighten me. What's this Nyx RAM and why is it so important in this instance?
I mean, generally I think it's just a magical quality like material to work with, and it's sought after. I mean, it's legendary. I don't think many people have ever had it before. Yeah, I heard about it in a couple places, and I think Kui talked about it back when I was living there for a while. But I don't think Kui ever managed to find it herself, if I'm not mistaken.
You've also met...
If I may interject, if you would like to recall that information, Tap, roll a history check.
I get to use my history ability because I finally remember that it exists.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Let me just roll history real quick.
If Kent,
Oh, have we
Mr.
taken a
Kent-
long rest?
Yes.
Have I taken a long rest?
Yes. I mean, you guys slept through the night, so I'd assume so.
Alright.
I just woke you up. What the hell did you do before then?
Work on clothes.
Tap seems like
Uh-huh.
the kind of person that would stay up.
Tap works through
Yeah.
your sleep.
Like Syl.
I mean,
Mm,
They're all nocturnal.
14. No, you.
I rolled a 3.
So you're marginally right. Kui had a hard time getting a hold of Nyx Fleece Ram, especially considering what you now know about them. They're hard to get at because of what creatures guard the Nyx Fleece Ram. And from what you researched, you learned that Nyx Fleece Ram, at least the most abundant form of it, of this livestock, can be found herded by the Brontis tribe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's an important one.
But yes, she did have trouble trying to get it herself. She's has
She
been
managed to get it in the end though?
Yes, but very little.
Okay.
Not enough to make clothing, but enough to probably try to weave it into thread blades.
also, apologies if I step in on this. You've mentioned Kui now a few times. I've never actually asked, though, formerly. Who is Kui?
Master Kui is the person who taught me how to be a tailor.
You mean your thread thing?
Yeah, tailoring.
I think you have a slightly slanted view of what tailoring is, Tap.
I mean, I know it's a special kind of tailoring, but it's still tailoring.
You remember that Kui making really, really outlandish suits that they could more or less make mechs out of.
Oh, that's their. Okay, I like that
Yes.
subclass. That's a cool subclass, and it makes sense for Kui, actually. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess since I know so little, would you be so kind as to humor me for a minute?
Mhm.
Why? Perhaps it's just my mistakenness with the notion of, say, monks or fighters and such, but usually they try to stay pretty close to their masters until their training is done. Does that mean you finished yours, or is this
Oh.
sort of like you must go on a such and such quest to discover who you are, what you are, or something like that? Or is that not at all what this is about?
No, you pretty much nailed it. Basically, I finished the amount of training that Kui could give me in person, and then after that, my infusion basically has to grow with my experiences. So Kui sent me out into the world to experience.
So you've learned all I can teach you, kind of
I mean,
moment?
No, it's just I would develop more if I was working on my own.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you go to figure out your own groove.
Yeah, kinda.
Alrighty. Do you think you're getting there in any capacity, or
I think so. I mean, have you not noticed my abilities improving at all, or changing as we've been friends?
sweats? Looks at the camera. Let's back at Tap.
I'm a
Tap is
merciful
just
god.
smiling at you.
I'll say You seem to be able to manipulate the thread more than when I first met you, but I wouldn't be able to drill into a specificity outside of you seem to be able to change it with far more frequency and success.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I also don't have any expectation of what is normal for a thread blade. So I
yeah, I actually can use. I've been able to use more thread blades than Kui can actually at the, even at this stage in my growth. But yeah,
so in a sense you have kind of grown. At least
I think so.
Well, the two of you are talking. One of the sailors that more or less reside in your airship just kind of taps at the door frame. It's not one of the humans you recognize from the torture turtle. Just kind of looks at the two of you, notices you two are talking, just says, "Do you guys need a minute?" I ask because it seems like there's someone below that wants you guys' attention for something.
Oh, well, do you have any other questions that I can answer for you? Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you came to talk to me. I'm good.
I just had to speak with my sister for a moment. What in the world was even the last description?
There was a sailor that came up to you guys and just asked, like, do you guys need a minute?
Do we know the sailor's name?
No, this is not one of the crew members that you recognize from the torture turtle, but you can tell it's from the same crew.
So somebody on the ship is needing our attention then.
Yeah.
Already. I just politely asked the sailor their name.
Okay, give me a moment. Hold up, I have to roll that.
Ha 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 ha.
I think we can all agree their name is probably Sailor Moon.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is Sailor Luna.
No, it is not Luna.
So is this like swing anime jazz?
Sounds like it.
I love this.
It's
wonderful.
I mean, it's peppy.
Music.
But
You're welcome.
I'm very confused.
Oh, it's Tohu.
Tohu Jazz Medley.
What? What?
Tohu Jazz Medley. That's cool. I like that.
Hippie
I have the
Tohu.
bot really low on my end. I hope somebody doesn't rain fire upon me when I play this back on YouTube. Sweet Christ.
Yeah. I realize that.
So how did I miss the dancing Megazord gif?
Because you were too interested in Kui.
Yeah. We got jazz music for hours, boys. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Oh dear Jesus. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, they back.
What? Who died?
Tap went to an interdimensional plane for a moment.
What does 44 give me?
I feel like Tap's version of an interdimensional plane would be like the muses from Hercules, or like
Yeah.
the tattoo in Moana.
Oh! Hell yeah.
I like that.
Ah!
While Cheeky's having a meltdown, I just want to say that on my end of the recording, I literally just have the Love is Stored in the Goose PNG, basically just full screen, and that is currently the entire recording as far as visuals go.
That's beautiful.
Quality visual.
Yeah. It's chef's kiss.
That is most certainly a very, very weird name. So I use, considering he's a sailor, he is a pirate under you guys' establishment. I went with finding a actual name for him and Xanathar's and a pirate nickname to go by from Saltmarsh. So he addresses himself as Heward Bluefish.
Well, now we have to know the origin.
I'll ask.
I'll have it
Is
later.
is
He's human.
the blue fish? Please tell me it's just a title or a nickname.
It's a nickname. Am.
I'll ask you about it another time then. Because I gotta know.
Partly because of the blue eyes, but okay.
Alrighty. I can't think of anything else to instantaneously discuss, Tap. So, unless you have anything further you wanted to say, I can go check.
I mean, I'm always around, so we can always talk later.
So there's
Let's-
a couple
let's
ladies down below that are requesting to see the artisans. Not in any particular order, just any of you, I guess.
Sounds good.
Right?
Alrighty.
He just kind of does a little half-ish salute and just starts sauntering off in the opposite direction. I did my job. I'm going back down.
Later, Heward.
Thank you. I have to name the other six now, which I was hoping to do before this session even started.
Or just use that one all the time.
Yeah, that's why he goes by Bluefish. He doesn't want his last name to be known to the world.
If I decided to canonize that, I'd have to do a shitty impression of that voice. Oh god. My crew doesn't have any shitty cards, Heward. Alright, anyway, so who... Is there anybody you're going to try to bring with you then, Foxloves, or are you just going to go down by yourself first?
Unless anybody else is up and I see them and can grab them on the way.
You find Crunch in a closet.
Oh god.
In the
He's in legit
fucking-
in a closet, yeah?
Crunch,
in the
for
jacket closet.
Crunch, get out of the closet. You need to come out of the closet,
Okay.
man.
Okay, he's legit in a closet. Well then, this is going to be rather straightforward. I'm going to take a small little broom or any form of duster that's probably next to him and just bap him on the head just to get his attention. Like bap.
You bonk him on the head and he sounds like a cowbell.
The windows like
necessary?
I can't tell when you people are awake or asleep. I'm sorry.
I'm always awake. If you wanted me to wake
You people?
like
Cool.
it's
I'll
like when
keep
you
that
wake
in mind in
up
the
Crunch, it
future.
plays the Windows turn on sound, like the old one.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
This is a dial-up noise.
Oh, I knew I
Yes,
should have
hello.
kept around those AOL dial-up minutes from before the apocalypse.
I feel insulted.
Well, Doty, and if you can wake him, Crunch.
I don't know who this Doty is, but this sounds very demeaning.
Can you get him up? There are some people who are wanting to see us as a faction. Possibly in a presentable ness, but, they're getting us early in the morning, so I think they're just going to get early morning nightcap us.
Yes, Crunch, are you awake?
I am now.
I figured as much. Savages bonking us on the head, I swear.
Wait,
I
hold on.
apologize for their rudeness.
So wait, you're telling me that Buddy is completely on board with me staying in the closet?
He doesn't mind.
Alrighty, I'm not gonna question it. Alrighty, let's go. And I follow.
I help him up.
Yusuf Foxgloves, you are also reminding me, strangely enough, of a mem that was used a long time ago. Refrain from doing that again, or I will show you the meaning.
What?
It's called heckin' bonk.
It's called a bonk you boomer.
Yeah.
He does not elaborate further as he just goes quiet, but you see his little digital eye squint at you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is there anybody else that's awake as we kind of meander by?
Mr. Kent would be awake.
Still most assuredly not awake in her room.
What
Fair.
time is it?
It is actually early in the morning. Mist is still kind of coating the floor below.
Oh no, he's down awake.
So, with you three, and Tap if Tap is joining,
It's a fair question.
Hey, I followed Foxgloves out of my room.
okay. The four of you go over to the railing of orchestra, and you see below the Sisters 3 wagon. And two individuals that both Tap and Foxgloves recognize, but neither of the other of you two, I should say, know at all, is one tiefling woman and a very pale blue elderly woman down below.
So, an elderly individual and
Some orange-looking tiefling. You've seen these people before, Foxgloves. That's Agnes and Beatrice.
already.
Hello up there! Permission to come aboard!
Agnes,
Of course.
what are you doing here this early in the morning?
To conduct business!
Oh, your friend?
Is she-
Password accepted. Come aboard.
I turn to Miss Tiefling and I'm like, is that her intent, or is she just here to stir us for her own giddiness?
I wouldn't question the grandmother.
All right, let him aboard.
Hello, friends.
Good morning, Mr. Kent.
Hello. Nice day today.
You just
It's a
see
beautiful day.
Beatrice go back into the wagon. Agnes helping onto the beast of burden on the that is towing the wagon, and she just gently presses against its side and says, "All right there, prancing pony. Time for you to fly for a second."
She seems like a lovely lady.
For anybody who's paying attention, you guys notice that the horse, it's not a horse, as its mane immediately goes ablaze, and the entire wagon and the horse start flying and land onto the deck.
Oh, watch out. I've been informed that the ship is flammable.
We got a carriage on the app. What?
Very good,
Oh.
horsey. Agnes says as she slides off.
Yay! It's one of those mornings.
Well, what kind of morning would you expect, dearie? I have a feeling that little young dragon didn't entirely tell you why we handed you that book. Only as to we want you to look into it, yes?
We have books.
Yes, one with a mirror.
Oh,
Crunch, you still got that one from yesterday, or did you hand it off to someone else?
Sorry, Loud knows what's going on. What?
something
Well,
about a book.
were you the last one to have the book with the mirror with it?
Who actually had the book last?
It's one of you
That's
guys.
kind of what I was trying
It's
to ask.
still
you
on the
question.
ship. Isar left it on the ship.
I know. I just recall that somebody picked it up, and I can't remember who.
Not me.
Well,
I
that
don't
really
remember what
narrows
book-
it
I
down.
don't remember what book we're talking about, so
The one with the mirror attached to it that Yusar gave us that was connected to the curse for Vilroy? Who got that item, or where was it put?
let me check my inventory. I don't think I wrote it down, but no, I didn't write it down. But that doesn't mean I don't have it.
Probably one of you two have it. Tap or Foxgloves.
If any of you are on... Let's see. I will post, if I can copy this image real quick.
I think I zoned out when we were talking about the book.
This book.
Yeah, I think I zoned out when we were talking about that.
I had a feeling. I
For
think
the
they
sake of simplicity, I can say I had it, but
Okay. Go ahead, because it would be better than one of these two hacks of just snapping into their hands.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
trust you,
well-
horse lady.
anyways, I hurry back to my room and grab the book out of my stuff.
Ah, there it is. Yes, excellent. So
Also-
there's a reason why we have asked for you to look into it. It's partly because our dear Matilda went missing.
Oh,
no.
I was just about to ask. We, as in you, Beatrice, and Matilda, but no, you're just talking about who stole the cutie.
She has.
you need to
preference.
stop hitting on everyone.
Beatrice just looks over at Heck. She just.
Look,
Beatrice-
you've
Beat-
seen her. You know who these people are. She's a button.
Right, but you don't need to say it like that.
Not the gumdrop button.
For the record, here's the two people you guys see.
Well, yeah, I realize that Opus still takes the crown for number one actually made no lady, but I'm just saying, like, you've seen her.
I have. But all I'm saying is you can just say you don't have never mind. Carry on. How can we help?
Well. There's a many few things we could do to try to figure out as to where Matilda went off to, but considering all the things that some of you are willing to do to get Germaine free from the sins of the father, we're willing to see this as a bargaining piece. If you help us find Matilda, we'll remove the curse.
Oh, okay. Well that works out, right?
Beatrice,
Hmm.
what would this deal exactly entail? That Agnes is proposing?
It's simple. You are to investigate as to... We believe that Matilda probably looked through this book. Or at least this is our last clue to what she saw before she left. Our biggest clue is that it was on the floor. And Matilda is nowhere to be found. She's usually a very tidy girl. This doesn't happen very often. My conclusion, methinks, is she got curious.
About a book.
Correct. You forget what kind of individuals we are, haven't you, dearie?
I never said that. I was just pointing out that the book with the mirror on it was the same book you were referring to.
Correct.
Curious enough to drop everything and leave?
They nod.
Can I make an Arcana check on the book?
Sure. I'm going to pull up the price of beauty now. All right, that's a completely different campaign. Oh boy. I'm now pulling up the Candlekeep Mysteries book. Finally.
I was waiting for you to comment.
14.
Man, I am not rolling very high.
The book itself seems to be laced with some kind of magic. Makes sense that these sisters 3 would hold on to it.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I think it sounds like a good endeavor to help friends of Foxgloves. I don't know what I can do, but I'll certainly be glad to try to help.
It is greatly appreciated.
I see.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Mr. Kent.
Grandmother Agnes of the Sister 3. It's a pleasure. Auntie Beatrice, says the tiefling-looking individual.
Pleasure to meet both of you, and Mr. Kent will go to shake both their hands.
They will shake your hand.
Perfect. I mean, I assume you've already gotten one, but would you like a business card?
Tat, have you already handed them one?
Do you even need to ask? I have met them in the past.
Correct. They already have a business card.
Excellent. All business is good then.
Delightfully so.
While Mr. Kent is introducing himself, I will pull out my portfolio and grab a picture of the missing hag, so that the rest of the party knows what they look like.
Oh.
So, obvious question is looming over my head.
Oh.
You sisters collect a lot of strange and interesting items, yeah?
Correct.
What should we know about the price of beauty?
Well, it didn't have much interest in me at the time being, partly because I don't really care to look beautiful at my age.
Out of character, I really thought you were going to say the opposite.
Hags don't care about beauty.
Right, but I thought you were going to do the opposite and be like, they believe themselves to always, or she specifically believes herself to always be beautiful.
There is that
'Cause
too,
that's
but
just an awesome character trait.
So you were just holding on to the book to see if you could hand it off to someone one day?
a potential trinket to hand off to someone else. Yes. Weren't we
Okay.
originally trying to... Beatrice. They'll have to figure that out on their own. Oh, right. Of course, Grandma.
Insight check.
Roll.
That is so not helpful.
I I heard the hesitation in that.
Go ahead and roll. The DC
I'm
is
trying
high.
to find my bonus.
Can I roll as well?
Can we all roll?
Sure.
Plus, what's just the bonus? Okay,
This is what these kids call an insight check.
23.
You beat it. I put it to 20.
I rolled another 4.
I pressed the wrong button.
That's yeah. I got a better roll than I thought I was going to. So
Crunch, you said you wanted to
Hey!
roll an insight check too, yeah? Crunch. Alright, well. 23. I set the DC to 20. Yes, they know more than they lead on with what's going on with this book. But they don't want to share what they know about the book. As to why, you don't know.
Well, I suppose that some of that does make sense. Beatrice, could you explain a little bit why you two are hesitating about some of its details, especially since it might be useful for us to find Beatrice?
Well, Agnes says, raising her hand. To simply put it, there's best few things you need to learn while you are there. And investigate. Her tone's starting to lower the more you try to pry on this.
Such as?
I speak nothing further. If you wish to help, Vilroy, I suggest you do this. You've been kind to us so far, and I don't want to go back on such kindness.
Wait, was that... Sorry, it's been a second since somebody actually phrased something like that at me. Your meaning is gone. Well, compatriots, thoughts? Or should I go wake Ash and see if he has any different opinion on information?
We're tagging along if you are able to find out where Matilda went off to. She'd have a hard time getting back to the wagon otherwise.
Is there anything like, if we like look through the book, is there anything that like any kind of leads at all?
Seems when you look into the book, you see there's a lot about healthcare in it, skincare, just how to take care of oneself.
Oh. Okay.
Though the mirror seems to catch your eye.
Can I make a check of any kind on that?
Well, when you look into the mirror, you don't see your face in it.
Oh, what do I see?
You see the depiction of the goddess of the moon in Alia.
Tap's a vampire?
Oh. Well. Hey, heads up, everybody. The book is weird, and it's not my reflection in the book.
Well met, dearest one. How do you feel today?
Oh, you
Oh, it talks! Oh,
I feel pretty good. How are you feeling today?
Is this how you read normally?
No, but I wish. I'm gonna like crouch down a little bit so people can see over my shoulder and so Mr. Kent can see.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting that Tap isn't short.
Fantastic.
Does
I
Tap
don't
has short
have-
energy?
He does.
Wait.
He's baby energy.
wait, question.
Mm-hmm.
Heward was the last person who came around to find us, yeah?
Correct.
Is he still nearby?
No.
Is any other sailor nearby?
Chalky. He's more or less at the helm at the current moment, just kind of inspecting a few things. He's eyeing all of you, and at the current moment, when you look at him, he just mouths at you, "What the fuck?"
I point to him, snap, and say, "Wake the others now."
Aye, Captain.
No. That's Ash's job, not mine.
I
You're the boss.
Ash does need to be woken up.
you're the boss.
We
I'll
also
be back
need
in a moment.
Syl.
Most of you are rudely, like, doors are being bashed at just by Chalky, just immediately yelling out, "The mean one wants your attention!"
Good. While he's off
matters not what
waking-
group. I am. I am that person apparently.
While he's
Ash.
off waking them up, I just want to ask the book lady a question real quick.
Okay.
Hi, book lady. How are you doing?
It replies with, "Fantastic. How are you feeling?"
I'm doing well. My name's Mr. Kent. What's your name?
Doesn't speak.
Oh, do you want a
Johnson.
business card?
It still doesn't speak.
Oh,
I'll just like insert a business card as a bookmark.
It now has a bookmark.
That's
Wait.
beautiful.
That's all that I wanted. Thank you. All right.
I have. This is very, very freaky.
Hey, if the book talks, I guess you have to
How does he wake
cooperate.
Syl per se? Loudly. He just goes, "Hey, the loud lady, the angry lady wants your attention."
Bitch.
You just hear the crack of thunder against the door, and it's fuck off.
He gently knocks this time. "Madam Foxgloves wants your attention."
Or better.
All right.
So
Crunch,
Moving
greeting the hags, I guess, while this is happening.
Moving Madam Fox and Madam Syl higher on the list of mean lady. Got it. He says he walks away.
I just see him come back for a brief second as I'm kind of pacing the deck, and I'm like, you didn't wake her correctly, did you?
It's called trial and error, ma'am.
And what was the error you learned this time?
To save face, I am not talking about it.
Respectable.
Syl slowly emerges from her basement room.
Ash
with
comes
unimpressed
trudging
look.
out of the room.
You too. We have a book that's talking.
You two see the hags.
Syl doesn't even seem to regard them, just immediately like, talking book, magic item. Where?
Ash is
I
just
point.
squinting.
Crunch greets the hags. They both just pleasantly just say hello and shake your hand. But
Ash sticks his hand out of the blanket to shake their hands as well, half asleep.
Expect the best.
Syl's just near immediately hovering over the book and casting ritual casting identifies.
when you ritually cast Identify, you do notice that the magic that's laced around it is illusion magic.
Oh,
Ooh.
saucy and
But
dangerous.
It asks you, as you are doing this, "Well, that's dearest one. How are you feeling today?"
Syl like quirks her head for a moment as she's just like actually experiencing the book talk to her. It's just like,
Should we just give it an answer?
It's a very
I'm-
friendly book.
We're a little bit drowsy, but good. What about you, book?
Ash is looking over at everybody, looking at the book. He
Book
has
doesn't
no
like to
idea.
answer
what's going on.
questions.
I would recommend some rest then, if that is the case. A good amount
Maybe
of sleep
it's-
is good for the body.
Maybe it's tired too. That means we should all just go back to bed.
I
Okay.
I have the misfortune of being awake now. I doubt I'll be going back to sleep for a moment.
Can't
To-
be me.
To catch you up to speed, you two, basically, our gracious sisters of three, or troop of two at the moment, have lost track of Matilda.
Our youngest of the sisters. You've probably seen her a lot during the day. She's quite attentive and tries her best with the divination. Very friendly.
Point being in this instance that the book that we got from Isar yesterday is in some way potentially related to her potentially sudden disappearance. They want us to look into it, and in exchange, they will help alleviate one of the problems that Vilroy is dealing with, the Wandering Curse.
Curse of the Wanderer. Sins of the father is a terrible thing. Maybe he should learn not to kill a hag next time.
Still just pauses for a moment. And so she's talented in divination, said.
Correct. We are a trio that specializes in telling fortunes. Be it hand reading, dreams, tarot cards.
Then, if I may ask politely, why is it you need us?
I am putting this date evil on you. If you wish to help Vilroy, then you do it. We already know how to get Matilda back, but we wanted to give you guys the opportunity.
They're calling in a favor.
I see.
Yeah.
This is out of character, but part of me just wants to just yell out as Agnes just checkmate atheists for some fuck off reason.
I hate it here.
Checkmate atheists. Well, I'm not really that anymore.
Sorry. Anyway, go on.
And by that case, wouldn't it be very likely that they left by their own will?
We originally thought that, says the other one, the younger of the two. But not many things add up. She didn't take any of her things. Her room is still as she left it that morning. So, we're curious. She's still not entirely there with her magic, which makes us concerned that something might actually have happened. A full coven is better than half of one.
Do we know actually what is the cause of? Do we actually know in character of the curse that is?
This is the first you guys are hearing it.
Okay.
Someone should likely get Vilroy.
She probably does not want to see us at the current moment. I do not blame her. As much as she is a lovely thing. Could do without the cursing, though.
Speaking of which, where is she?
Sleeping.
Fair.
Fair.
And
Well, if we don't want to wake her up, I don't think standing in the middle of the building is going to help with an awakening whenever she does.
You guys are on the airship.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's what I was trying to discuss, to portray. Sorry.
Yeah.
then
Captain, we've been on the ship for a few days.
Look,
Please.
I haven't. Look, I did. I'm being bullied.
It's okay.
I'm being bullied in real time.
You can't sleep on the ship every day, Captain.
In Forte?
Ray traced even.
I hate it here. I'm gonna leave.
No.
I'm being bullied by my own party.
120 FPS.
Playing 4K.
I'm being bullied.
Okay, well,
Maybe
let's-
another time in Forte.
but is there any other questions you're going to ask there? You asked some very pointed questions that are very sound.
So it's gonna like, and so what can you tell me exactly about this book?
Oh
If it-
dear. You might have to roll a persuasion for that. She's not Agnes specifically is not willing to give that information freely.
I just kind of pat Sil on
Can
the
I
shoulder and I'm
assist her?
like, "Good luck. I
Can I
very
assist?
really don't want to talk about this."
Oh.
Ash, you may assist, but I would like to ask how.
I'm probably just gonna say I would like to know
Hype
this
man.
information as well.
All right.
A little explanation would seem to be due from the people we're in favor with.
All right. So, either you, Sil, could roll a persuasion with advantage, or Ash could roll a persuasion with advantage.
Ash.
I'm okay.
Still is not charismatic.
You have a +1. That's more than Foxglove.
It's true.
I have a +3.
These people, you do not need to. We have a bot.
Oh, I forgot. I
Goober.
forgot.
Mr. Kent and Bill are equally as persuasive.
I already had my dice out.
Still-
Yeah,
Mood.
too much of yesterday's shenanigans.
Oh my god, I was so mad. I'm sorry.
20.
I
Okay, H1 plus
Still-
3.
Yes.
still
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
have anything to persuasion.
Oh, I thought you had to plus
19.
one. My bad.
Close, but no cigar. Missed it by 1.
Really?
Oh,
It's
no.
a 20?
Oh,
Yes.
Agnes is not willing to give up this information.
That's balls.
Agnes made me do a 20 plus just to learn that she wasn't telling us everything.
That's balls, dude.
I'm
How
sorry.
about-
You're dealing with
how about-
hags, my dear.
How about I talk to Agnes about her lovely outfit, and you two talk to
The other one.
Beatrice.
Well, my outfit.
Yeah,
These old sorcerer robes are part of an old order.
I can tell. There looks like there's much history behind them. Let's go over here and talk about them. And I like.
Roll a
Admire
persuasion.
the
Agnes.
view.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, do
Oh.
I see this happening? If I do, Gloves is just going to slightly chuckle and then probably go to like the edge of the ship and probably laugh her ass off when she realizes what you're doing.
Okay.
Oh my
hopefully-
God.
Let's see if
This
I
is
can
my
get my
fucking
first
morning.
higher roll than 4 tonight.
Oh, shit.
I believe.
Big money. No
Big money,
money.
big money, big money.
I
don't
don't,
have a
but that's
massive
because I'm
bonus.
cynical.
Poggers!
Hey, can I go talk to Agnes about her clothes next to the fire pony?
To their nightmare?
What is
Sure.
The fire pony.
You're not wrong, but what a statement.
I don't know what you're leaning on, but I suppose. 7.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Beautiful.
This is the dumbass energy we've been waiting for.
This is
Here,
the
you
movie
can-
I've been waiting for.
Cheeky,
She
you
just,
can
like-
only blame yourself because of your phrasing.
She just gently as you're walking, she just places her hand on your back and just tell me, have you ever heard of an old lich by the name of Meshka?
I have not. Please tell me more.
Moving on. Alright, so now you're trying to talk to Beatrice.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like, all right,
So
With
what's
that
the
as-
sitch?
this.
This is not entirely going to work just because you got the grandmother out of the situation. I am still the second oldest of the 3.
This book is the only clue we have. It's wrapped in illusion, and currently there's no reason why you can't do this yourself. So I would like more.
Ma'am, I would like you to rephrase your tone.
Excuse her. We are just trying our very best to help you guys out, and I think it'd be best for us to work together. You know, as a team to make sure everything is all okay and everybody gets sorted out and everything.
We're doing
Friendship
as
is
much as we
bad.
can as it is to be cooperative. We are wanting to see if you're able to figure this out on your own, so that you can feel rewarded as you free Filroy from her curse.
Wouldn't the reward also be to get your friend back?
Yes. We would appreciate
So?
it greatly.
Sister.
So why not? We have a little win-win here.
Once again, roll a persuasion. Since both of you are asking, roll it with advantage. This DC is still going to be high.
Let's get some dumb
15?
action.
No!
Oh.
You see her roll her eyes. Fine.
Ooh.
That book can teleport somebody to a location that we are not aware of. We fear that it may lead to one of our rival covens.
I hate that out of character. That was going to be my guess. because you had the book just dropped in the room. I was like, the book can transport people. I just don't know how.
So, what? Do you have any idea where you found where the book might have come from?
It was an old agreement we had with... Well, an old agreement Agnes had with a few other hags a long time ago to keep hold of that book. I don't remember how we got it, aside from that.
I just... Oh my god, it just hit me. Is Gloves and Crunch the only people with the book right now?
Yeah, kind of. Syl also is with it.
No.
Oh no.
The dumbass energy is going to be high over here as we're just like... So...
Low magic
Ha-
users.
So, hi, book?
Okay. Hello, dearest one. How do you feel today?
Me and Crunch are passively hearing some of these conversations as we're trying to
Yes,
chat with the book.
but it
yeah?
asks you that question specifically, Foxloves.
I'm feeling better than I have been in the past couple of weeks.
That is
Thank
great.
you for asking.
That is great to hear.
Can I ask how you're feeling in return?
Doesn't respond.
All right.
Your
Uh,
Foxgloves. Beatrice is just making acknowledgement that you're still trying to work on the book. She's more or less talking to Ash and Syl at the current moment. It asks, the mirror itself asks if you are feeling alright, and will give encouragement to make sure that you probably follow alongside it. If there's any moments that you feel like that there's something that you need to change, it will open a door for you so you can walk in.
That's cool.
Dang it!
I have a way to do that. Ash, does everyone have their equipment ready?
Yeah?
I know something I could ask this book to make it open like that, if what she says is true.
Agnes, are you still preoccupying the child? He's more or less enthralled with the fact that I'm part of an ancient order. This story again.
It's interesting.
You're telling about the book, aren't you? Much to my dismay. 3 lashings! Ugh.
Yeah, but seriously, if I had been able to
I'll
partake in the
actually...
conversation, as soon as you said the first bit of the hint, and then Foxgloves interacted with the book one more time, I was gonna be like, we have to give it a negative reaction because it doesn't do anything if we give it a positive one.
Yeah.
My brain was just sort of...
Foxgloves is the perfect person to give something a negative reaction.
Yeah, You son of a bitch. I almost went completely blindly with that statement. No, twirls mustache. I actually wrote down something about her character a long time ago that was an aesthetic thing that never actually went anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If the DM will recall, she has a slash across her face that's rather faded, but never fully went away.
Okay,
Okay.
go on.
Short version, Gloves is probably going to, knowing that and knowing the book,
Okay, Max says.
she's kind of come to peace with the scar, but she also realizes if the book wants you to change something about yourself, there's the kind of like, wait, can she use her old wound as a way to make it open?
Care to
That's
test that
just-
theory?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm just trying to make sure that if I'm right, everybody's ready, and it's not like everybody just went in their pajamas over
One
there
way-
with no equipment gear.
One way to find out.
PJ
My
party.
pajamas are my equipment.
Yeah.
Still comes up fully dressed.
Ash is always ready to have a blanket and always ready for a nap.
Tap is ready to party at all times.
I just kind of re-secure some of my belts and such, and I just go, actually, I'm not feeling 100% today. Can I tell that the book is...
It's looking at
Really?
you knowingly. The image
Does it
of
have a
Alia. is
face?
if the face of Alia through the mirror is looking at you knowingly.
I just kind of... A hand just kind of brushes over the scar and is like, I've not exactly... I met somebody recently, and I'm not exactly proud of my appearance as of late.
Well, if rest, relaxation, or transformation is what you need, then follow the lilies, dearest one. I'm sure Silveri will see to your needs. As this energy starts to emanate from the mirror and float out, Tap, you notice that Agnes just pats you on the elbow for a quick second, pulls out a dried newt, and just flicks it towards the energy. It was going to make a door, but she swirls it around the dead lizard and sends it back into the book. As you now see an arrow pointing in a direction in the mirror.
Is it like a... I'm going to use a bad analogy. Is it like a video game compass or something, where it's
More or
just
less.
like wherever you face, it turns?
Kind of.
Elaboration?
Okay.
Does it just like point off in like one location and that's it?
Pretend this is the book. It is
Okay.
currently, if you're holding it like, say, like so, it is pointing this way. If you go that way, it's going to face this way.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
So where is it without turning it yet? Where is it pointing? North,
To the
south, east,
evergreen.
west. Evergreen. Ice. Turn it around so it's facing the evergreen, and the arrow turns.
Yep.
We got anybody who speaks Elvish on board?
Do I?
Well, let's hope so. That thing's pointing towards the No, not the peninsula. Yep, we're going
If
back
you
to
want
the
to look at
evergreen
the-
because it's pointing towards the forest line.
If you want to look at the map for a quick second,
Map. But that will stop me from looking at Love is Stored in the Goose.
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself a little marker for a quick second.
When the newt gets thrown, can I like?
It's not
Um,
thrown. She's holding it like a wand.
Oh, okay. Can I be like? Do you happen to have like a second one of those?
It only works for hags, dearie.
Oh. Okay.
Well, this was not. Well, leave it to being an adventurer to make me actually think of a way to spin a blemish of mine as an actual asset for once.
Oh,
Did
just,
not call that one.
just northwest of Oakhurst.
What did you tell them, Beatrice? Not much, ma'am. Good. Well, you have your heading. You'll stay on board so Matilda can return to us safely.
Are you coming with us, Agnes and Beatrice, or are you absconding until we come back?
Tangentially, we are going to be aboard, but we're not going inside the location that Matilda might be residing. We'll leave that up to you.
Alrighty. Ash,
Yeah.
should we? Shall we star our captain? Because I don't know how long this arrow will last. I'll be totally honest.
Let's go then.
All right. Church.
Who's this church?
Fuck. Damn it! I was waiting. Crunch.
Begins.
Crunch, buddy.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you two find the captain and Vilroy? Tell them that we probably need to get one. We have a. Is it fair? Is it correct to call it a gypsy wagon, or do you want us to call it something else?
It's a gypsy wagon. It's a gypsy wagon.
She doesn't.
Wow, buddy, that was a really good impression of Agnes.
Yeah.
Robo hag.
Oh my god, that was really good.
I didn't know you could synthesize people's voices. That's cool.
Buddy, what other secret talents do you have?
Agnes does reply, it is a gypsy wagon.
Do me next.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you go find our dashing captain and Vilroy and tell them we need to set our course for the Evergreen like nowish? Because I have a compass and I don't know how long it lasts, honestly.
Got it.
The first thing you go to, Crunch, is to the engine area. More or less where the hot air goes in for the balloon, and where it gets its energy to move its rotor. More or less just kind of napping onto the side of it is Vera. Along with all of the orrery pieces you guys currently have.
Hello. Sigh. I just wanted an echo to
He just said
tap her on the
something.
face and like, wake up, please.
Yeah.
Grumpy. You use an echo to nudge her awake.
Yes.
Can the echo make a con save?
Does it deal damage?
Okay, you just, like, as it nudges, she just takes from her, out of her sleeve, a wand and presses it into the echo. It falls prone and then disappears as she casted Sapping Sting. Ugh. What?
We have a heading.
We're flying? Fuck yeah. Alright.
No, we're driving.
Fuck.
Get in, losers.
Nerds.
Get in, losers. We're going to Disney World.
All right, I'm gonna go get Bill right now.
Neat. Where are we going?
Evergreen.
You act
We're-
like I know where that is.
To the left and up a little bit on
We
the
have
map.
something pointing at it.
Here's a book.
I was gonna say
Oh.
we're following a book.
I've dealt with weirder. Okay. I'm just gonna put this by the helm.
Actually, I was going to ask, sensibly, Sil, question.
What's on your mind?
Can you make an apparatus or something to hold that book so we could use it as like a compass?
Belmare!
Sure, I can duct tape it to the wheel.
Uh,
Make
I mean, whatever works. Also, how's your projects? How are your projects going? I haven't touched base in a bit.
my projects have been going pretty well. Well, I had a little hand, and it's look, I think you'll think you'll find it kind of fun once we get into it.
Okay,
I'm gonna see something real quick.
I'm gonna take your word on that.
Thought I caught.
I think the surprise will be fun.
Alright. Vera starts shouting orders. A lot of the crew starts getting up and getting ready. You see Chalky, Minard, and Belmare starting to run around getting things ready. More specifically, Chalky is more or less just starting to like warm up his throat for some reason. Just going, me. Alright. I'm just going to just mutter a small little snippet, but he more or less just kind of gets everybody into a rhythm so the orchestra can start flying out to the destination. If anybody is familiar with the sea shanty, Randy Dandy O.
Cue it up.
I'm
I don't
familiar with it.
Now you're ready to sail for the horn. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stowed to be rollickin' Randy Dandy O.
I know what it is.
More or less, that's what he is singing out loud for the crew as everybody is getting ready. If it wasn't lively earlier, it is lively now.
Don't mind me.
Apologies, Salius, for waking you up like this.
We're going on an adventure.
Going on adventure!
It would appear that is what we're up to now.
Don't forget me! You hear down below?
Ooh. Oh,
Who's that?
Crawling up the ship is Jin.
Early to bed, early to rise, Jin.
Who are you, my fucking ship captain?
No, that's that's your old ship captain.
To be fair, he was my captain, but when I was aboard the vessel, I was just the pilot.
Who is this?
I feel like I've gone in a rabbit hole of captainisms.
The Githyanki male, Jin, the one in the red turtleneck.
Oh, yeah, no, that was in character.
Oh.
Captain, my captain.
He finally stands
I
up.
think-
Okay, I don't think they have officially met, but Jin is aware of you.
Yeah, I think
You-
they've met like once in passing, but never like actually like spoken or spent any time together.
You see him fully plated out. He's wearing his silver plate mail, wearing his cloak of displacement, and both of his swords are properly sheathed. All right. Oh, he says immediately seeing the hags. Not those two.
Hey, guess who's giving us a job?
All right, which bitch is missing? Tone!
The one that's not
Jin.
here.
Or do you want to lose your arms for a second time? Duly noted.
Huh?
So, this is Jim. This is fourth captain, Sil.
The pleasure is all
Fourth
mine,
captain.
he says, just kind of holding her hand gently.
Sil looks questioningly for a moment before giving it like a firm shake.
If you do give him a handshake, he does, like, quickly swap it over to be a handshake proper.
Exactly.
All right. You do notice that his grip is very, very similar to your metal arm. It is a prosthetic.
Sil gives a knowing nod, but doesn't really need to have, or doesn't really like urge any explanation or anything like that.
He does kind of just has this knowing look about him too. He goes gives a knowing nod as well. Doesn't say anything.
Also, Jin, it should probably go without saying. You remember what you said about Vera?
This is the sister.
Yes. I'm watching. Always.
Noted. You are very pretty, by the way. Do not mind me. She's told me to stay away. He says with a chuckle. Vera, you bastard! Where are we going? Someplace called the Evergreen. You know where that is? Slightly. I could give you at least some directions. They're going to be there for that bit of the scene.
We've got a book that tells us where it is.
I did blend into the crew, did I?
Oh, you were crunched during the chaos of people working. He blends to help out. Got it. Blinks, but doesn't comment on the compliment. Oh. Ash is somewhere napping. Got it.
Out of the way, at least.
Yeah.
And
Does
our
he,
fearless
like-
leader continues to be fearless.
So,
Hey, he knows he can't help anybody.
2, 4.
So, who's main captain again?
The main captain is Vera. The first
Vera,
mate
okay.
is Belmare.
Okay. I think we should have our own captain, and I think our own captain should probably be Foxgloves.
No, not. Nice try. It's still Ash.
No, not leader, but captain.
No. End of discussion. I'm not leading anyone.
What if you're
Ahoy!
a second
No.
captain?
No.
For when Ash is napping, we need someone else to, like, who knows how to use a ship.
Hey,
Fine. I'm first. I'll be Nash's first mate, but not captain. You hear?
you think I know how to do anything on a ship?
Have you seen
You
some of
really-
the hacks who call themselves captains?
I
We know you know
don't
how to sleep on a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
I
If
call
don't sleep. I feel like I might get nauseous.
Can I call dibs on being second mate? I don't know if that's a thing. But it sounds
Absolutely.
like perfect.
If it wasn't real, it is now.
Quartermaster!
Brilliant.
What? A quartermaster? Oh, is
If
that
that
what
does-
that was?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh.
The person who more or
Yes.
less keeps tabs on the rest of the crew. Which
Perfect.
Mr. Kent does that a lot with Tap as it is.
True.
Well, if the captain is in charge, and then the first mate is half as in charge as the captain, then the
Yeah.
quartermaster is half as in charge as the first mate, which
Which
works
means
out
you're-
to being a quarter.
Yeah.
This is a very warped version of logic, but I kind of like it.
It's a quarter in charge.
This is going to be a 4 days journey. You guys are flying, so don't expect encounters, but I will at least describe a few things that you guys see now that you guys are in the air.
Dragons.
No, actually.
For once.
I was gonna say,
Wait, is it this ever elusive sky whales?
Sky whale?
Oh my god.
squale?
Squeal.
No, that's cloud quail.
Sky crab.
No sky whale.
Sky
But
lobster?
you definitely see something flying into the sky that thankfully pays you guys no mind. But at sight of it, a lot of the crew, even the hags, look at it like, oh fuck. It is... oh, pardon me.
Isn't it?
Big ol' sneeze.
Let's see.
It's the DM sneezing into the world, causing a rainstorm. I'll be
What
over
a
here.
unit.
No,
I
that's
love
Crunch.
it.
He's an absolute unit.
A very, very, very large Leviathan just kind of floating through the sky.
What the fuck
think
is
it's
that?
pointy.
It's Chunky Boy. We were all
How
very
many
close with our
teeth is
guesses.
that?
You were all so close.
Oh, well,
Holy fuck!
if I dare say, that's a sky swimmer, Agnes says, looking at it from the distance.
Ash goes inside.
Can I check my portfolio for it?
I would ask how you would know this knowledge. Foxgloves would have better info on this creature than you would, but
Ash just fucking squints at it and then looks in the dragon book. Of course, not finding anything. And then he's just like, mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
Does my jar of infinite
what the
knowledge
shit fuck?
It's got too many teeth.
as I am describing the situation to my jar of infinite knowledge, would my jar of infinite knowledge whisper me any
The dental bill.
about this thing?
You may roll. The dental bill, oh my god.
How long do we see this creature for? Is it like several hours or just like a few moments?
I'm going to make a weird reference. You know Snake Way from Dragon Ball?
Nope.
How it kind of sifts through the sky?
Oh fuck! It's big lizard.
Oh no.
It's big reptile.
Man,
The
I'm
creature is
actually-
technically gargantuan.
Okay. It's not a Lovecraftian abomination that we have to save for our sanity against, is it?
No. It is just a
I think it
monstrosity.
looks friendly.
Yeah.
I will say the most in character thing possible. Of course, you would say that.
Look at the smile.
It's teeth, like a mile
What
of
a
fucking
smile.
teeth tap.
If you would
Yeah,
like
you
to
smile.
If you would like to discern any kind of information on
Ow.
this creature, if you would like to learn, pardon me, if you would like to discern any information on this foxgloves, you could roll your Hunter's Bane, Arcana.
I'm
Wait, you're serious?
Yes.
I'm really curious of the
Okay.
knowledge that I would have gotten through my magic jar about this.
18.
I don't know what anyone would have said about this.
Well, it is a definite fear of all sky whalers. It is known as a sky swimmer.
Any specific skill?
Arcana, intelligence.
Hey guys, the jar that I use to like remember everything we say, it's telling me, it's speaking to me now.
Okay.
Is that a normal thing for jars to do?
Well, for a jar like yours, yes.
Oh,
At this point, I'll kill for something
gonna
that won't
put-
speak to me.
I'm gonna put tap in the jar.
You mean, don't put me in the jar? It sounds
Okay.
Sounds like a
think
fantasy like mob threat.
yeah.
Put him
20?
in the jar, boys.
Okay.
Jar.
23.
I think Gloves has read about this thing once or twice in a book, but didn't believe that such a thing existed until now.
It is a threat amongst even the cloud giants. It is known as a sky swimmer. It is a leviathan that does not need water, and it can fly, obviously.
A sky swimmer?
Mm-hmm. Can I actually have some peace and quiet? At the current moment, it is not paying you guys any mind. When you were, just for the record, when you were going through your Beast Company training, they did, or at least for the most part, they did try to brief you up on as many monsters, many fiends, fae, and any other sort that they could think of to kind of give you information on what to do when it comes to these situations. Recommended weapon of choice: siege equipment.
We're not gauged for something of that caliber with a ship, yeah?
You got 2 siege equipments. No, don't go for it.
Okay, so the tactical analysis is just like, let's see, 1 giant sky noodle, 1 us. Odds of success? Less than 5%. Should we take the risk? No!
Not good odds.
I'm still not convinced that it's something that we need to fight.
We're not.
No, I mean, no. No, like, I
It might
don't.
be a friend.
Yes.
You allow me to put this in the bluntest terms possible. When you get to that size, it does not know what friends are, it does not know what foes are, and it sure as hell can't read a fucking business card.
My thoughts exactly. That's why I will give it a brochure.
We probably look like a snack to it. Agnes is looking at you two.
Oh.
I mean, look at those
That's
teeth.
funny.
Make
Yeah.
a poster for it.
Oh,
That
new
said,
idea for a
while-
business? Sky Snake or Sky Swimmer dental service. We'll make a killing.
Yeah. Well, only have 1 customer, but
You assume it has money and it cares.
It's like the whale wash in Shark Tale.
Why did you make me remember that?
So-
Why did you make me remember that, you son of a bitch?
Welcome to the whale wash.
I can't even begin.
No! No!
Put him in the jar.
Yeah.
No!
I will say though, probably just for the effect of humor, while people are probably asking me things, I'm probably just taking a small, quick sketches of this beast's form for later.
Okay. Hey,
I'm
go
just-
back to my music
I'm just
as-
kind of keeping one eye on it, one eye on my painter's tools, and I'm just making slight tracing lines of form and shape. Because I realize I'm probably not going to see this thing again. Or if I do, I probably am not wanting to, just like I feel right now.
On a D100, I rolled a 1.
Because of course you did.
100, Sky Whale. I was hoping for Sky Whale. No,
So
I get low. Very, very low. Go ahead.
So it's just gonna start heading below deck and just be like, so let me know if we're dying, and just gonna head towards the engine room.
Before the bit's over, Crunch, what are your thoughts on this thing?
Don't anger it.
Buddy, any thoughts?
Ah!
Good thoughts. Good thoughts.
Thank you for your input.
Crunch, stay calm. Buddy, panic.
New thought that's crossing through Gloves' mind. Who the fuck in the Kingdom of Coal had an airship to see one of these things in the past?
Maybe it came on land.
Okay. Now for a bit of a tone shift, and I apologize.
Oh, good.
The second night after that whole little shindig happened, there is a night that all of you hear a woman scream, specifically Beatrice.
Oh no. I'm gonna run my way to wherever the source of the scream is.
If I see Mr. Kent,
Me too.
weapon at the weapon on the handle, just following behind him.
Fucking, he's running there too.
Sill's gonna groan and then follow full pace.
Ash is fucking clumsily summon the raven and also grab the fucking foot.
Cap shows up in pajamas.
No
I
one
think
see-
they're all in pajamas.
Outside of the obvious carriage that is sitting on the deck, there is no one else on board. There is at the helm, and Beatrice is currently holding the rail and clutching her head. This is one of the few instances that all of you kind of notice that her eyes are like coals. They're glowing red.
Tap. Sorry. Boss? I think she might appreciate a smooth talker in this case.
Fire, fire, fire.
I don't think
everywhere.
she wants me to be near her.
The land quakes and the people grow scarce. Their saviors are gone. Call to arms. Lives are lost. Loved ones harmed.
I don't think she wants any a fire genasi near her.
Hello, are you okay?
Archaic eyes, magic flies. Two descend upon a god, as a dragon takes to the skies. A paladin fails, the avatar hails, as aberrant death tips the scales. She's not looking at you, for the record. Her eyes are darting everywhere, not making any clear connection as to what she's actually looking at. As if she's receiving a vision.
If anybody tries to touch her, Ash sort of stops them.
I don't
just-
like to jump to conclusions, but I don't think she's okay.
I snap at Ash real fast, and I'm like, Helen.
The pain runs rampant. The assailants vanish. Silence remains. As the town is banished.
Ash, isn't she like an oracle or something? I think she might be having like an oracle bit.
Can I still summon her?
She's on the ship.
Yeah, she's on the ship. Go get her.
I
Can
no,
I-
run off to find her.
Would it be okay if I make first I would like to cast detect magic.
You sense fey magic, for one. And the carriage that you have noticed is just exuding Feywild.
Okay. Is there anything specifically coming from
Beatrice?
the? Yes.
Divination.
Okay, good to know. In that case, could I make a history or an arcana check on the things that are being said?
Sure.
Also, if possible, could you transcribe that for us so we can?
Yeah,
May
that is
I
super
also
good.
make a
a bunch.
history on?
Sure.
Also, some
Would
of
you
that
like me
was
to make-
pretty good. I'm not
Would you
gonna
like me to
lie.
make arcana or history?
I will share this. This is Beatrice's Omen.
Yes! I had an okay intuition for once.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is way too limerick. Limerick. Oh!
No.
Limerick.
I'm fucking
Right.
dumb. I'm fucking dumb. I got a 3. My brain is so small right now. You would think that me, I would know.
Do you want me to make an arcana or a history check?
Ash, if you would like, you could roll a religion instead.
I would like to roll a religion. Thank you.
You can do the same if you wish, if you want to choose a different roll.
That's a little bit better.
Well, so I can pick one
Yes.
or the other.
Yes.
Yeah, any.
Oh, that plus.
Jeezums.
She's definitely not talking about any past events. At one point, you thought for a second, Ash, that she was talking about the fire, the attack of the orcs on Dremor's Gate. No. She is talking about a future event. Something went down.
Will go down.
People were trying. There is an attack, and those who tried to defend failed.
Let me know when I have the opportunity to try and find Helen.
Go for it.
Alrighty.
Pin this for
I
you
assu-
guys.
I assume that the ship is not humongous, so
It's.
Amogus.
I mean, your ship is a gargantuan vehicle, so
I know. I'm just saying there's not an infinite amount of doors, so eventually, even if I don't know where I'm going, I have to find it.
it can
Hopefully
house
there's no
20
more
crew
magic.
and 30 passengers. So good luck.
Some.
Is this your subtle way of telling me to make a check?
Could
Yeah.
I assist? Because I would have been able to tell
Yeah,
Foxgloves the
go ahead with
approximate
advantage.
area.
Yeah,
What kind of check is it, oh Dungeon Master?
investigation.
Investigation?
I imagine it's just to see how long it takes instead of whether or not you can do it.
Big money, big money, big money.
No
The biggest
whammies.
money in the sky.
Investigation. Invest.
Intelligence.
Okay. Found it. Dropped a 1.
Ooh.
I
18.
also had a thought myself if that wasn't going to work with Ash aiding me, which was I have a pact with her. I imagine I can kind of feel her when I get at least slightly close because of the tattoo.
She looks very tired when she opens the door when you guys find her. She's just like, who's screaming? Is everything okay? What's going on?
Somebody is having a prophecy upstairs.
Okay. Then it's not me.
Yes. And it's bad.
Okay. She follows you guys up.
Would it be realistic for us, for the two of us, to know exactly what was said?
Fire, fire, fire everywhere. The land quakes and the people grow scarce. Their saviors are gone, a call to arms, lives are lost, loved ones harmed. Archaic eyes, magic flies to descend upon a god as the dragon takes to the skies. A paladin fails, the avatar hails, the aberrant death. As aberrant death tips the scales. The pain runs rampant, the assailants vanish. Silent remains, as the town is banished.
We just, I imagine, piecemeal tell her what we heard while on our way back up to the top of the deck.
That doesn't sound good. I can't
No.
really make any I can't really tell who it would be for.
Do you have like an inclination of who it might have been from, or who would potentially distill that kind of information to a follower?
Ma'am, what do you want? She says, finally calm down. Your omen. Does it come from any god? No. It comes from a timeline of events. Oh, that's not ominous at all. Wow. If you ask for me to decipher it, I don't even know. All I see is that there is a town about to be lit ablaze. Monsters running amok. And a god being torn from a pantheon.
Have you ever had one of these before?
Not to this magnitude, no.
Did you ever have them because of some god, or are they always?
No. This magic is my own. This divination is my own. It is prominent in dusk hags.
I'm trying to think who's in the pantheon that would count.
It might not be the exact pantheon itself. Maybe some people who
Well,
are trying
so-
to get into the pantheon. I'm aware that there is
Let's-
a Lyra trying to get into the pantheon.
Right.
I
It's-
turn and look and meet eyes with Ash, and I just silently mouth,
We both make eye contact with each other immediately.
and I just like quietly mouth, maybe even cupping my hand slightly. You don't think she means the queen, do you?
So, yeah, we should. Okay, what gods do we know? We know.
Everybody knows
We
the
know-
pantheon of that it currently exists. Keck,
No,
Maven,
no,
and...
no, no, no.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Shush.
Ah.
Hold on.
Whoa.
You got shushed!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Silence,
Okay.
DM, I think.
Look, I'm trying to keep Cheeky from helping us so much.
I like to help, I'm sorry.
I know you like to, but you keep giving us the answer before we can figure it out.
Go for it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I wanted to just go through this a little bit before you straight up tell us what's going on.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just, this is a fun part for me. Anyways, so the gods that the party knows personally are Keck. We know Lyra because Lyra has been in Orvark. We know Mother Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Not personally, but like secondhand.
Mhm.
We know
Saw a little bit-
her avatar and the dragon in possibly one and the same, but it could be one of the other dragons we know.
We saw a little bit of the cult of resonance deity
Yeah.
with the portal in the basement.
Yep.
Yeah, which
Hey, who
again
resonates?
could be some of the aberrations or the monsters that get let run amok. Yeah. So like you said, it could be someone from the current pantheon or someone like Lyra who's trying to join the pantheon. Or accidentally trying to join the Pantheon in Lyra's case, I suppose.
There was a Dracon storm a while back. The coincidence.
What kind of storm?
Dracon storm. Another dragon avatar has entered into fruition as a new god who's possibly taken part in your pantheon.
The conductor.
Oh. Well, like another person, like a new avatar. That's interesting, I would say. Is it another avatar from Mother Maelstrom?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely familiar with all of Alora's deities and pantheon's shenanigans.
Well,
Agnes
I
is kind of
appreciate
roused
the
up from the
knowledge.
sleep.
Yes?
Beatrice, are you going to be okay, dearie? I have a headache. I'll live.
You might have some herbs for that below deck. Maybe.
Thanks. I'm not going to solve this little riddle for you guys. I'm just going to leave that there.
Is she repeating this
No, she's not.
phrase
She-
over again?
But I am leaving it there for you guys to have. And
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I pinned it too.
Yes.
You know what? It's clearly talking about Ash.
Absolutely. There's just gonna be multiples of Ash running around.
All those ash piles are finally coming back to bite us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Finally. Oh,
You know,
No,
it's
it's-
unfortunate that there's both a character named Ash and our group is named after fire. Because
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good for us. Maybe
It could be.
maybe it means that we're gonna be everywhere. The Artisans of Ember.
we've become quite prolific.
Yeah.
I mean, if we are so egotistical to regard ourselves as saviors, then that means we die.
Oh.
I can't tell you when this is going to happen. I am never given that information. I'm only given a glimpse of what might become.
Haven't we been talking about interplanar travel? Maybe if we are the saviors in this case, which again, we don't have to assume that we are, but like maybe we're just not here physically, you know?
Maybe we're
Spiritually.
with the giant space crab.
Yeah.
Is this to happen on our plane or a different one?
Well, I mean,
It
that's
feels
what
local.
that's well, yeah. I hope it's not Orbark. That would be unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's not the giant goose in the middle of the map either.
Neo Grand also would be unfortunate. Anywhere else, a little bit less unfortunate. But I don't know if you can count Neo Grand as a town.
So
I don't know.
we
if it-
have a vague puzzle or a vague riddle with no idea of when or where or who or what or why or how.
I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be just as important as the thing that Keck told me forever ago.
Hmm?
Oh, I don't think I ever told any of you that, but a while ago, Keck told me to beware the full moon, a rat is afoot, and that's just never come up.
Good to know. I mean, I've had weird dreams of a guy chopping down wood in a field, so
But we've come up with a book that shows a moon avatar wreathed in illusion right now.
So
Oh,
rat dragon?
That's a good point.
Is that what you're saying?
uh,
So
Just out of curiosity, are either of you two a rat?
I have rats as components for magic.
Rats. Rats.
Does it have a foot?
And rats.
Plenty of them still have their feet intact, yes.
And rats.
Okay.
Giant.
It makes
all
all of the rules.
Maybe try not to use them as components during this quest.
We'll keep that in mind. No
Okay,
rat
thank
stew
you.
for the night.
It is very.
Perfect.
It's. I would say it's strange, but this is also D&D, so it might not be as strange as it sounds.
We
Sadly.
did just see a Leviathan flying through the sky.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame the Leviathan for this.
Blame the guy with.
I'm
bad
just
temper.
saying, we've twice in this campaign, we've gone to new highest heights with a flying apparatus or creature, and immediately there's been something larger than us to be like, oh, nope, not coming out here anytime soon. First it was the Astral Dreadnought, now this. Ah.
Well,
He's got
maybe,
stinky breath just because he can't brush all his teeth.
Why is the
Yes, Sel?
sky so scary?
Yes, Sel?
maybe we should think of a way to throw the Leviathan at whatever's causing the problem.
I like this.
We just need to
Good
take
job.
the Sky Swimmer and move it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Put it in the jar, and then
Oh,
it
God.
deals with other problems.
No!
Silk, if you can figure out a way to guide a creature many, many, many times larger than our ship
we
with
just need
any form of accuracy, I will hear it.
we just need a gun
Right.
that shoots Leviathans.
Oh.
I think that's
Oh.
just called the wish spell or gate.
I will think on it and get back to you.
Now, after a point, I would think it's kind of like firing a Mac round in atmosphere.
I think at that point you're firing a planet into a planet, or a city into a planet, I guess.
Okay. That is all that happens in this little night. The rest of the voyage is uneventful, but that omen has been delivered. I'll let you guys stew on that for a bit.
Can I make a little needlepoint with the omen on it?
You turn it into a
Just like-
pillow.
Yeah, over just like instead of sleeping tonight, I'll just work on a little needle point with the omen on it,
Neato.
and like a little pillow, like a little throw pillow.
I thought we said no rats too.
They're not having rat stew.
Sal, yes.
Yeah.
I just kind of pull you aside for a moment. How's your connection to our queen, let's say? Or yours, I suppose, since I'm more
Depends on the
tangentially.
day, if I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Do you think Helen has a better chance of talking to her then?
That's
Sorry, I keep forgetting you're not.
I mean, if it helps get things back into a similar perspective, she says.
She like stops talking, and both of you hear her talk in your guys' head.
I could just speak telepathically to all of you if that helps.
I have more voices in my head. That's fun.
Well, you have less
It's like-
voices in your head now.
Like the good old days.
More head empty?
I am sometimes concerned for your mental state.
I think I'm more concerned for yours.
Thanks. That's
Yeah,
very kind
no,
of you
I'm
to
also-
say.
Yeah, no, I'm also concerned.
Helen says, looking at you, just like,
Yeah. But I'd rather not talk to the queen.
We could try to commune to see if they're all right.
I was gonna ask, since like you have such a visceral connection to her, could you potentially, maybe not asking if she's all right, but maybe just informing her, because it is a prophecy. I think she might be interested in hearing it regardless.
He lets the raven go on his hand. He sort of looks at it like, you still watching?
Ash, high or low?
Low. Low.
Yay, this is happening. Or not. I don't know. And I don't know which
need
stairs
to pull up her voice mod.
Oh!
no.
Fun fact, the raven is always watching.
I'm always watching, Wazowski.
I don't think I can hear that, and I want to comment on it so badly.
No, you can hear it. Sorry about the voice mod.
That's too much echo.
Not if you ask Crunch.
Aware.
For Crunch, it's never enough echo.
Porke?
We both
I'm
heard
aware
that, yes?
I am aware that
Sorry.
it's a lot of echo. When she talks, especially with that voice mod, I space her her speech.
Okay.
So, Salius can hear this?
Anybody who's present with the Raven can hear it say,
I am always watching.
Alright, good then. We don't need to explain it then.
I just go back to how I looked at the beginning of the campaign in terms of paleness.
He just pats you on the shoulder. He just pats you on the shoulder.
Things need to stop
Holy-
talking.
Did
So
it
it's
do that
like-
the whole time?
Now the bird's talking.
No. Also, Foxglove, we literally know Kent. This is not the first time we've seen a bird talk.
My emissary.
What?
We'll never see the end of it.
Fret not. I am fine.
Sort of gives a thumbs up.
I think.
That's That's good then.
If there were assailants, I have more means to eradicate them.
He's just nodding.
the Raven's eyes go back to normal, and just goes,
He lets a hot back on his shoulder.
Hey, wondrous.
Yes, sort of like a spy cam.
I apologize for using her name. But also, okay. Yes, she would be tangentially aware of me, considering I use a bit of Helen's power.
oh yeah, Helen says, just nodding furiously.
If it weren't for the fact I've seen more dramatic shit in my life, I'd faint right now. This is chicken shit, sadly now.
He just laughs.
Sorry, I
if
needed
only
to
you knew.
say something to break my own mental space. Okay, yay.
He just pats you on the back.
Okay, so she's the other individual trying to get into the Pantheon. Interesting. Agnes says, just passively listening.
Stop. Who?
Oh, it's none of my business. Who am I tell?
Yeah.
I'm just an old lady.
Bullshit.
Great fashion.
Absolutely great fashion. Thank you for noticing.
I mean, like you said, you gotta love the classics.
Yeah, Ash is staring directly at her.
Hold on, I just imagine Ash Gloves, and Helen are all giving like a JoJo stare down at her.
All of you don't need to insight her. She's not going to tell us all. She has no interest. All she's doing is passively listening and just watching what chess piece is going to get moved next.
Yeah.
I say pawn to b4 will get us into a check.
Oh shit!
Wait, did you
Put
two really
ourselves in
start?
check.
Are you two playing fucking chat? I don't even.
5D chess.
5D.
I'm playing 2D. You're playing 4D. I'm playing checkers. I don't know what you're playing.
That's Ash.
I'm playing with
backgammon
Legos
for a week.
in the form of a chess set.
All right. So that is more or less what happens with this little event.
Yay! We're in danger, maybe.
I'm in danger.
Diesel, Franklin, I did give you a small little warning. I'm going to do something. I just don't know. I want to tell you when it's going to happen. Just know that it's going to happen.
Man, I only have a pretty large existential crisis that I can't remember her name off the top of my head. The lady that's running the tsunami right now.
Oh, Serafina?
Yeah. What if some part of that is about her? That's
Use the new
Can I-
avatar.
Can I just pull back from the screen for a quick second on Serafina?
Squeak, 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 squeak.
When I initially created her, I actually thought about making her a villain. I decided to go against it.
oh.
She really felt like she was set up to be a villain, and then showed up, and she was just a sweet mom character, and then
Mhm.
left, and then it was like, oh
She's
wow,
just a
not at all what I
lady.
expected. She's just a
Yeah.
person.
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't stop me from worrying that some crazy thing might happen with her, so.
Okay.
I mean, she does have a whole entire nation, an entire country, and its cities to run, so she couldn't stay to be just like, I have reunited with my daughter finally at last 20 years!
I'm actually highly interested. Alt, what is your thinking on why? Like, what part do you think it connects to?
Where was it? Did we pin the thing? Okay, there we go. What was it? Something. There's a few parts that, like, how many lands are full of scarce people? I'm just gonna zoom right up real quick with where is it? A call to arms was honestly the big thing that put me towards that. It's like, oh, Savior's gone, call to arms.
I'm loving every single interpretation you guys are coming up with this.
Mhm.
It is very interesting to see where you guys are going with this.
I have no clue anymore.
I was gonna say I kind of agree with Alt slightly, but I actually agree with the line above it more. The land quakes because
Yeah.
earthquakes, tsunami. I can imagine it being used as sort of a method of describing them, and it does also say people grow scared because people are already scared of their raiding parties. So it's not a huge leap in logic.
Yeah. And, you know,
I'm loving this. This is
Yeah.
so cute.
it's really our old wizard friend hiding in Neogron.
It's
Right.
Wizzo the Wizard.
It's Wizzo the Wizard hiding right there.
The one that gets me is the paladin fails because I only know 3 paladins in the entire game so far.
You know 3?
Technically.
Care to name
You
them?
want to tell us the other 2?
Yeah.
Well, one is Glory, one is V, and one is S. Because remember, I never actually heard their full names. I left before then.
V and S.
I'll be right back.
L, S, the paladins from the mace.
The paladins from the mace.
I forgot about
So,
that.
No, you know 4 then. You forgot one. I hope I don't have to remind you. They live in Orbark. Uh-oh, did my connection die? 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
The Newtown mayor.
Hello.
Did anybody
No.
hear me at all?
Hello.
No,
Yeah,
we heard
I
you.
heard you.
Okay, I didn't hear anybody, so I had to
Oh.
reconnect.
Wait, Hallwinter?
Hallwinter, he is a
I thought
paladin.
Hallwinter was a
Not the
fucking
Hallwinter.
monk.
He is a monk paladin.
Yeah.
Oh my.
He's a monkton.
Pumpkin.
No, that's
Paladin.
a place. Moncton is a place.
It could also, in theory, be a paladin we don't know yet, or a paladin in a different sense.
A punk, yeah. What you doing, punk?
I'm praying to God before kicking your ass.
Moncton is a city in New Brunswick.
So I just the first spar you ever had with Baracus, he mentioned that he was a former paladin of Soul.
Okay. I remember details of that conversation now. I think of Hallwinter first and foremost as a monk due to how he carries
Yes,
himself
he
rather than
fights
a
like a
paladin.
monk now. He wears the armor only in title.
So we have one guy leading a small village, our guy, and 2 people from the mace that Vastilos has no idea of what their full names are.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
in theory, too, it could be a paladin in another sense, so...
That's also very, very fair.
Or simply someone who hasn't revealed themselves as a paladin.
Mm.
Yeah, for all you know, I'm a paladin.
Yep. Tap
It
the...
It would explain a lot
I'm-
about you, honestly.
You fools, I'm the paladin.
No, I'm the paladin.
Agnes just rolls back a little bit of her shawl and shows that she's got a holy symbol and is like, I may be old, but I am still faithful.
I may be an old crotchety bastard, but I know how to smite a bitch.
Well, in theory, the aberrant death is probably a good thing. Probably being the strong word there.
But the little next line is the pain runs rampant. It doesn't necessarily say it tips the scales in our favor here.
Yeah. I mean,
The only one that's got me completely thrown is 2 lines. I have no idea the fire everywhere and the eyes and the magic flies because I'm like, that doesn't connect or sync with anything I can immediately think of.
I just don't know what the 2 refers to. Like the 2 descend on the god? I don't know what 2.
the 2 bestest friends in the whole wide world.
Also, can I
Sunday, Mr. Kenton tapping on a god.
Would you like to
It's
roll
like
for a hint?
it's just like I'm not wanting to be mayor anymore. I'm wanting to go even higher.
Would you like to roll for a hint?
I do want to say in relation to
Yes,
in relation to the archaic eyes, we have spent the entire campaign collecting 7 pieces of a like machine that was created at the same time as our resident time machine fighter.
Yeah, that's I said that in the text earlier. I said that I have a feeling that the archaic eyes and consequently magic flying could potentially be the orrery.
Yeah, and the airship now attached that can now travel between dimensions.
Yeah.
But
This is
the rest of the
cute.
poem, but nothing else mentions the past. Which wouldn't that be a significant detail to bring up if it was meant to connect to that?
Well, they're ancient eyes.
It
Okay.
is meant.
Archaic eyes.
Sorry. My thesaurus got away from me.
Would you guys like to roll for a hint?
Yes.
Is
I
it a
would like
percentile?
to roll to see
It'll
how
be an
well my cross
investigation.
stitch went.
Who
Oh,
has the highest investigation? I think I have a +5.
I think I have the highest.
wait, seriously?
Yeah.
I got +4.
I have a +6.
You guys
Plus
ready
6?
for?
Sick.
You guys ready for this?
What?
-1. I think
Amazing.
I got this.
That's high.
I have great insight. Somehow, most of you trounced me in investigation.
I have
I'm sad now.
+6 to deception.
Cool. I have -1.
I have -1 in investigation as well.
I'm loving that you guys are so invested in this. This is making me so happy.
We
I
don't
mean-
normally have to use our brains.
Oh,
Well, that and I can't use any meta knowledge, so
yeah.
I have to use what is already presented to us.
I did see how you played that out in character too. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot.
Got smooth brain.
I'll give the help action to whoever's wanting to make the check.
16 from Syl. Archaic eyes, magic flies. It could be referring to mages.
Mages.
Magic flies.
Makes sense.
Archaic eyes, magic flies.
As mages cast magic as it soars through the air.
Yeah.
It's about how they turn themselves into flies.
We're looking for a druid that likes bugs.
I got it.
True.
Belloc is the perpetrator.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Time to find Belloc again.
No good. Always.
Once an evil brother is always an evil brother.
We'll find him and beat him until he tells us what he knows.
Please don't beat up my brother too much.
Diesel, are you okay with me giving you the help action to make the check?
But Syl
Syl
already
did it.
rolled.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
You goober.
Yeah.
I'm the investigator.
I didn't know if it was one person or if it was the group.
I will allow one more, but what lines are you curious about?
I'm the most curious on a paladin fails and the avatar hails as aberrant death tips the scales. Because that seems to be the most cryptic.
Mm.
And Limerick.
Except somehow the most descriptive.
Yeah, but
It's
He's
the
a
subjects
paladin.
that are the issue.
yeah. So would I
More
be
like
doing
love.
this with an
Yes.
advantage?
Yes, in this case. Since Foxhouse is trying to more or less cross-examine with you, if you will.
Fuck. What did I do wrong?
Oh.
Love is stored,
Uh,
Gooseman adored. Error rolling space.
Oh, you forgot to do keep higher one, KH1.
Oh. 17. One higher.
It is all possible that it could be referring to an actual paladin. The avatar hails. It could mean, since Allura is known for its Dracon avatars, it could be a hailing down its breath weapon upon an opponent.
Ice dragon.
Never said ice.
Calcrix.
As aberrant death tips
It
the
is the future.
scales, there is a possible chance that there might be a mixture of Far Realm or Undeath on the rise.
Can't wait to fight Tiamat at level 6, guys. Just gotta say.
I
Not with
can't
that
wait to do
attitude.
level 6.
Undeath?
Undeath. You know, zombies. Skeletons.
Oh.
But with
Keep
aberrant, it could be anything from, say,
Like a mind flare?
correct.
Oh no. I already had to do with Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Dun dun
Not
dun.
again. Not 2 days in a row.
So it's double-ended in that regard. It's not really clear as to what it could possibly mean. Aberrant death as, say, a mind flayer goes rampant and goes on a killing spree, or a zombie horde. Possibly. Who knows?
Calycrix gets turned into a zombie and takes over the world.
Oh god. Talcrix into fucking Dracolich? No thank you.
Yeah.
Now
But
it's
still
time.
baby Dracolich.
That
Now it's a time to become a wizard.
Actually, you know the thing that would be scary as shit about that?
No, enlighten me.
The thing that's okay, big brain moment. The thing that would be scary about that is assume that Ysar still loves her little brother even in undeath. She might be willing to fight with him to the bitter end in undeath.
Oh.
What about isn't Helen technically undead?
Helen is a fiend.
Technically, I mean she died.
Yes.
She
but
got better.
She got better.
She got better.
She
She
got
was
better.
resurrected several times.
It was a flesh wound.
She's about to scratch. I'll scratch your
It's
arms
just a
off.
little bit.
Event was.
No, it
Well,
isn't.
but
It isn't.
just a little.
You lie.
Check.
Come on, you pansy. So, that is all I'm going to share for the time being. I'm allowing no more hints.
Okay,
Mm.
I think.
I mean, it would make sense about the Ysar because lives are lost, loved ones harmed,
Wicked Flame.
wicked flame.
I would like to buy a Wicked Flame for 500, Alex.
I would like to spin the wheel.
Oh, I thought of okay, hot take.
Mhm.
Fire everywhere. It could actually refer to Ysar. It could be somebody tries to steal Caltrix and she gets pissed.
Yeah, lives are
Just-
lost, loved ones are harmed.
Tap and
Archaic
Calcrix
eyes,
both go
magic.
missing.
Magic flies. I mean,
'Cause-
technically,
Well, I
she
was
is
just thinking.
archaic.
Well, I was just thinking that mostly because I'm like, if she did lose Caltrix, is there any one of us who could calm her? Because I don't think even among our entire group we don't have anybody like that.
Either Tap or Ash seems the only person who's able to been able to like
Influence. Ysar.
yeah. Or calm, if that's the right word. Give a stern talking to.
Yeah. Add a character. I might know what this is I think I know what this is referring to, but I'm not gonna say anything.
I would
Sleep
love
with
to
the
hear what you're
Kraken.
thinking about.
I'm gonna DM it to you because
Town is banished. I really hope that is not referring to where our business is.
Tap, now's your time. Sleep with the dragon. Oh god. Make some
Finally.
half dragons.
Roll to seduce the dragon.
It is
Tap
time.
multi-classes into a bard.
It is time. This is not slaying the dragon time. This is laying dragon time.
Seduce the dragon.
yeah. Tap roll to sleep with dragon. Make them happy.
Roll to make a dress for the dragon again. Roll to fashion.
Again.
Roll for fashion.
Roll for fashion.
Roll to make lingerie for the dragon.
Ah.
Roll to make lineage for dragon.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Lineage.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Just find the bard.
I hate you. I hate you. It's lingerie. Are you dyslexic?
Wait, really?
Are you dyslexic?
No.
You just read it incorrectly?
Yes.
That's okay. I
Right.
read things incorrectly all the time.
Right.
Yeah, it happened.
Dude, I can't tell you how to properly use there, or they are in a sentence properly. I am not the person to be. If I think one word is one word, I will go with it.
That's
Nymphs.
fair. I mean, I totally get it. It was just said out loud, but, you know, it's okay. Moving on.
Moving on. Curse mark.
Lineage. Lingerie is the slippery slope that leads to lineage.
Safe underwear.
I mean,
That is safe it.
I mean. Oh God! All right.
I mean, I can only think of one joke, but I can't post that image that joke is connected to.
No. If it's
All
the
I will
image
say,
if it's the image I think it is.
too hot to handle? Then yes.
Do it.
No. I don't think there's a channel for that here.
There's nothing real. Okay, if it's the image I think you said
Spoilers.
you have showed once before, it is far more safe than you actually think it is.
I was thinking of the Yasumi one.
Wait, why do you have that image?
Because I occasionally keep those around because you make a lot of art, man.
Okay, no thank you.
You made a large amount of the cast if you forgot.
The DM finding out that the players have blackmail.
Oh God. And it's from his campaign too. Oh,
Rubs
God.
hands. Hence why I said I didn't think I was going to post it, because I think that's a bit too mean.
Get light being Pepis. Hell fucking yes. So, are you guys okay with me going forward, or do you guys still want to try to see if you could figure out more on this?
I would like to know how well my cross stitch went.
Fantastic.
Great. I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give the pillow to Beatrice.
Okay, she'll take it. Look at the fact
Cool,
that you
moving
wrote
on.
down her omen on it, and just look at it, very confused.
Now you'll never forget he.
Especially when you're going to sleep.
Thank goodness I don't live on this plane.
This is a boat.
Tap, I love you. Oh my God.
I just thought of something very dumb.
Oh, that
Okay.
was a great fucking response.
Okay, I just realized something very, very dumb. Pardon me for just a moment. I just realized if you were to turn the phrase from blank is a slippery slope that leads to blank, it sounds like a Cards Against Humanity card.
Because
Oh,
it is
no.
a,
I think that is.
that it is actually a Cards Against Humanity card.
Everyone
Yeah.
And-
tweeted at the same
And weirder
time.
still, technically, I think you could use either or word of lineage is the slippery slope that leads to lingerie, or lingerie is the
versa.
slippery slope that leads to lineage.
That
The joke is now starting to die.
Okay.
that now sounds like the rulers that had more of a family ladder than a family tree.
You blast out your microphone every time you laugh like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love how blown out you get all the time.
This is what happens when I don't have my noise suppression on. When I laugh, it just destroys the mic, but if I don't, as soon as I do like 2 seconds, silence.
More.
I'm going to see if I can potentially get a microphone or better setup as we continue on.
Hold up.
I think we've exhausted all of our current options for this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Moving on to the fourth day, the arrival to this location. Jin is looking antsy for various reasons. But Vera is just more or less just finally looking at the mirror and just like,
It's now turned into a dot. I think we've made it to the location.
Hooray!
What the
Where are we?
fuck?
You guys see a bathhouse.
What? Yay.
We have some knees to break.
Wait a minute, this looks kind of familiar.
Is it just the Meyer Main Manor?
No, it is a temple. For anybody who wishes to, they can make a
Manor?
they can roll a religion on the establishment if they wish.
Do I know what this is?
You have a higher chance of knowing what it is because you live in the Evergreen. You can roll this with advantage.
Figured out what the mirror
Well-
arrow looks like.
12.
Shine battle?
Yeah.
I got rid of a 6 to get a 7. Wow! Thanks! Advantage?
Wait,
Well,
what check are we making?
That is a
Religion.
temple. It is not the Sanctum of
Is it
Alia
the-
because it has a different kind of look to it entirely. This is definitely a shrine dedicated to the goddess Alia.
Wait a minute. Oh god. I'm going back inside.
How's our book practice doing?
I'm going back to bed.
I'm going
It-
back to
It stopped. I'm lowering the ship down.
really.
Is this an
Here?
all hands on deck moment, or is this just a hold on to the railings moment?
Just hold on to the railings.
He sits
I
down on the
grapple
floor.
around the railing.
Wait
He
a minute.
sits down on the
I
floor.
came for adventure and I come back to luxury. This is not how this is supposed to work. Shit says.
This
It's
is
okay, you
definitely
get
going
used
be
to
an
it.
adventure.
Wait, what?
This is definitely going to be an adventure. That's for
Hold
sure.
on. Luxury?
That's a bathhouse. He's just pointing down at it.
You're fucking with me.
I can't fuck with
I
you.
do a lot of fucking, but this is not one of those instances.
Is that
Well,
a
that's
all the way down.
everyone.
Should we take the book with us? Or should we leave it with the ship?
Just leave it here. It more or less was trying to point you into this direction anyway.
It's just a glorified compass.
I
I
turned it
personally-
into a compass, thank you very much. And now that we are closer to the location, I understand why. It is the way it is. Have fun going in. I'm staying out here, as is Beatrice. We are
Can
not
I?
welcome.
Can I stay out here too?
No, we
Mm,
are requesting the
No.
Artisans of Ember to do this.
I love the adamant.
I just
No.
grab I just grab Ash by the blanket. I know he's covered in and drag him along.
Yeah. And he, just
So-
like keeping it. He's like, joke's on you. I don't need it anymore. This is my home turf.
Ash, you're the only man alive who could make a. If you ever became a ranger, you'd make a blanket your favorite fucking
I just-
terrain.
By the way, one of the things I love about the airship is it turns 2 tiles into 1 day of travel on the map.
Whoa.
Oh shit! That's before the engine's finished.
So,
Imagine with it finished.
Yeah, Ash rolls up the
Yeah.
blanket and puts it back in his bag.
Captain, how badly do we want a monopoly?
I'm not the boss. You ask them.
She said captain, so it got very confused.
Sorry.
No, I mean like actual leader.
Oh,
It should be fine.
Captain of the Artisans.
It's
Right,
fine.
okay.
People probably want a bathhouse in a colder place, anyways. Can't imagine how It's just. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm going to
I'll
be doing a
descend
lot
the
of reading.
I'll descend the ship because I know that if the book requires anything further of me, I might as well be on the ground.
I will follow the second captain onto the ground.
I am probably being pulled by the ear.
No, by the blanket scruff.
It's like a little bit of blanket that's out of your backpack is just like we're tugging you along like it's the child leash.
Yeah. Our fearless leader, everybody.
And
I
the
spent
fearless
too
leader
many
sells himself
days
short again.
I've been in these too many days. I don't want to go back. I don't want to.
It's a bathhouse. How bad could it possibly be?
It's not the bathhouse.
Possibly.
Ugh.
Ours was a hole in the ground when we first got there. So I mean,
Now it's a luxurious hole in the ground. I'll have you know.
Have fun with your adventure. You hear Agnes up above.
thank you, friend.
Appreciate it. No problem. I got my gestures mixed up. That was a mix-up on my half, but she's old, so I'll let her have it.
Column A, column B.
Oh yeah.
I love Agnes.
I love her
So-
too.
So all the player characters and Jin are descending then?
Yes.
Yes.
Jin is staying
Jin.
in his armor.
Jin, our beloved.
Alright. You lead, I follow. You say jump, and I'll ask how high. Many addresses to all
Jump.
of you. Alright, how high?
You don't have to jump.
He just goes, alright.
5 feet.
Alright, hold up. In plate, he's actually able to jump a good sizable few feet off the ground. In plate, mind you.
A few inches feet.
Jin, your warning in advance. You're going to learn a lot about us. You're probably going to have a lot more respect for us, and you're probably also going to wonder, how the hell do we accomplish anything?
Actually, that was the
Welcome.
goal entirely, is knowing more about all of you. Because I only
Perfect.
see you
We
guys when you
will-
get home.
That's the best.
I've always wondered
Home
how
is
we
the
accomplished.
Home is always the
Right.
best.
Go ahead, Sil.
I have also always wondered how we've accomplished anything.
Fair enough.
Determination and the power of friendship.
I was
I've-
gonna say the same thing.
Oh my
I've-
god,
I've
me
heard
too.
tales that you have a very, very pointed tongue, ma'am. It's nice to see it in action.
Normally she
I
was
mean-
still always in her room, so she can't use it.
Every time I've used an explosive, it worked out.
That's true.
True.
Right.
The explosives
Brother.
come in very
Good
big.
to know.
That's my reaction.
He rolled a 13, by the way, on his athletic checks to jump in plate.
That's amazing.
He doesn't really have any bonuses.
I don't think he needs bonuses.
I mean, I could check.
He doesn't need bonuses.
Fair enough.
He
Alright.
kicks
Got the
ass
Bonuses of
anyways.
being a monk.
No, I'm not a monk. I'm a dragon rider. But anyway,
That's his
I don't-
I'm
bonus.
sorry. Excuse me?
where I come from, I was once a dragon rider before a Gish.
Well,
I prefer red dragons, but I've learned that they have a temper to them, especially the ones that live in Allura.
Yep,
Yeah.
me too.
I doubt any of the dragons that we've met would take kindly to being ridden. Well,
Eh.
one of them maybe, but
I'm
A dangerous thought, ma'am, he says, chuckling.
Are there also Kenku running this bathhouse as well?
The Kenku that you know do not run a bathhouse.
Okay.
You know Kenku?
Yeah.
Obviously,
You said that like I should know that.
yeah.
Kenku run the Sanctum of Alia.
The who? The religion?
Yeah.
I don't know what Ash is talking about. I'm just.
I'm reading what Ari is saying. I don't know if that's a good like.
Is the Sanctum of Alia well known?
Yes, actually, but not many people go to it.
Yeah. Yeah. The Sanctum of Alia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't. Okay. I got a 16, so I guess I did know that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The church we're looking, the church / bathhouse we're looking at.
This is
Pin
not the
section
Sanctum
is
of
just gonna
Alia.
be- Our pin list is just going to be a scroll by the end of the night.
This is this is not the Sanctum of Alia. The Sanctum of
Oh,
Alia
okay.
is somewhere else.
Right, but isn't this still a temple to that
Yeah.
religion?
I think.
To it is still a temple to that goddess. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to deal with any more Kenku. They're a bit hard to talk to.
The Raven cause.
I know.
They're probably
Okay.
fairly good conversationalists.
Speak bird.
Just
Okay,
just
I will
says
also-
I know to a caw from a bird, and then says I don't speak bird.
Okay, so I'll let you have this information as well, Diesel. Ash would know that in the Sanctum of Alia, all the Kenku that live there have a vow of silence. They don't speak.
Yeah. That too.
That makes them seem easier to talk to.
That's why Ash has such a hard time, is because they just don't say anything when he tries to interact with them.
I mean,
Yeah.
not many people know how to read sign language.
He's just
The
like
speaking
"There's
bird.
fucking doing runes in front of his face, and he's just like shaking, like nodding his head along, like blank face, like uh-huh.
And so that's bird for you. Mother smelled like elderberries? No.
No.
I'm just gonna do this just this once. Just I just saw the gif.
Fucking making fucking runes in front of my face and shit. I don't got no idea what's going on.
When two deaf kids get into an argument, yes.
So off to the bathhouse we go.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna see if I have everything prepared for the price of beauty.
Is the price of beauty normally set in a bathhouse?
Yes, actually,
Really?
yeah.
Yes. We are on Fleam and on fleek, man. For once in our lives.
We're getting ready to fight a rival bathhouse. Anime style.
I was going to say, like, Chinese martial arts kung fu film style. It's like one stool versus another stool.
Yeah.
But instead of just martial arts, it's who gives a better hot towel treatment.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna lie. I might end this just a little short tonight.
Is that a
No.
little tall?
I mean, given some of the sessions that have gone for 5+ hours, I'm okay with that.
That's fair.
Partly because I realize that I have more planning I need to do, and I have a few things I need to set up.
That is fair.
But I
If
will.
you
Mhm.
if you do that, can you leave us with a weekend cliffhanger or something for like the tune in next time?
The double door opens to the sound of a bell. Ding. Beyond the door is a large lobby, the air heavy with the scent of fresh lilies. A desk stands at the center of the room, holding neatly piled papers and fresh cut lilies in a vase. A dark-haired man in fine clothes stands up from behind the desk as he sees you. Welcome, friends, to the Restful Lily. Freshen yourselves into our luxurious bathhouse, or perhaps you'd enjoy a massage, haircut, a shave or pedicure? Oh, a road-tired feet simply cry out for comfort. Whatever your pleasure, I am here to serve. And I'll end it there for the night.
Okay. I'm having to the half crunch say I would love to have a little bit taken off the top.
I thought you were gonna ask for like the manicure, and it's just like you have little stump feet.
That's a pedicure.
Like, just-
Ah, my bad.
Stumped fingies.
this is a early session.